These are 4 overlooked tips I want to make sure didn't fly over your radar in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. Hope you had a great weekend. Without further ado, here's a $10 Xbox gift card, and let's get after it. Tip number 1, let's revisit strategy items in this game. Go on over to your lineup screen and find the strategy item tab right here. It's kind of hidden by a visual glitch with the Zero Chill and Ghost of Mud animations, but once you're in here, I want to make sure you have the right strategy items in the offensive section, the defensive section, and most importantly, and kind of most unique, the coaching section. Now, here's the tip. A lot of people know about strategy items in this game, but most people don't know the easiest way to find them. If you go on over to the strategy items section of the store right here, by going on over to the type and filtering down by strategy, you are going to see a whole bunch of cards. It's very hard to filter down to the specific one you want, because if you go on over to the search bar as an example, and you're looking for maybe in the zone right here, if I put in the zone, it's going to show me some options, but it's not going to show me the whole catalog of every single in the zone card. This is just showing me a few right here. So here's the tip. When you're going on over and you're buying strategy items, go on over to your item catalog by clicking R1, which will take you to this catalog screen right here, and then filter down by type strategy. Now, inside of this, what you're going to see is you're going to see every single strategy item currently in the game right now. And in my opinion, these are the 3 best cards you want to be buying. Scroll on down past the purples until you get to the blues, because the purples right now, they're a little bit too expensive, but these blue cards, I'm telling you, there's some nice cards in here that you're going to want to look to pick up. Here's what you want to buy. Now, scroll to this section of the blues, which is kind of going to be like section number 2, and then once you get to this section, scroll on down until you see in the zone and let it rip. In the zone is really, really good because it gives you +2 zone coverage and +1 play rec to every single cornerback. If you run a zone coverage scheme, this is the strategy item you want. To find this card, let the auction block filter down for you. As you can see, there's actually unfortunately none available right now, but by clicking auction block, this will show you if there's any available. Then for your offensive strategy card, I literally just did this 10 seconds before this video. I went to the let it rip card. This gives you +2 throw power and +1 deep accuracy. +2 throw power is probably the best offensive boost you can possibly get, because throw power, if you didn't know, is a very important stat. And what you're going to do is filter it down this way. As you can see, there's a couple cards posted right now for 29k. These are good deals. I would recommend you buy these blues at around 30k. That is a solid price. The purples, they're a little expensive at about 100. Then if you keep on scrolling, you'll see there's also going to be coaches that will give you additional boost to your team. There's only green coaches, but in my opinion, the best one is probably going to be Mr. Sean McDermott with +1 zone and +1 awareness. If you see a boost in here that you prefer, absolutely you can take that instead. But I'm going to look for Sean McDermott's green version. I've got his silver version right now. I don't see his green version posted up, but again, what I'm going to do is just go through my catalog and periodically check to try and find these cards. I think Sean McDermott's green coach and those 2 blue strategy items, they're the best ones you want to use, and a lot of people probably don't know you can find these cards by going through the catalog. It's the kind of cheat way of doing it, which is way, way easier. Tip number 2, we've talked about this one before, but let's talk about one thing every single person needs to do when they are playing their solo challenges. As a lot of you know, when you go to a solo, and let's say, for example, you score a touchdown, honestly, the longer part of the solo is waiting for this celebration animation, which I'll show you right here. Because as you can see right here, if I throw this go ball to Calvin Johnson and I run into the end zone, what's honestly going to take longer is waiting for me to go through and do this dance, spike, or whatever he's going to do. He's doing this whole song and dance. He's celebrating. I can't go to my next solo. I'm roped in right here. I'm waiting. It's 10 seconds. It's 15 seconds. That takes too long. Now, what I need every single person doing, if you are playing an offensive solo and you are about to run into the end zone, run in between the numbers, so in the middle of the field, and you're going to want to jump into the end zone. What that will do is it will skip the celebration animation. So I'm going to click square on PlayStation. That will give me my jump into the end zone. If you run into the middle of the field and you jump into the end zone, you skip the celebration animation. You used to be able to showboat into the end zone in the middle of the field, and that would skip it, but I feel like EA Sports patched that. It hasn't been working as well. So what you're going to want to do instead is jump into the end zone. It's actually faster and more effective. Tip number 3, before we keep on yapping right here, if you watching this video are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I post Madden Ultimate Team tips and tricks every single day, showing you how to make coins, get free players, and more advice just like this. So if you want to get better at Madden Ultimate Team and you want to do so for free, hit that red subscribe button down below. It will just show you a bit more of my content, and if you're liking this and you want to stay up to date, be sure you're subbed. Tip number 3, let's talk about settings really quickly. A lot of people never adjust their settings, but click the pause pause button when you're in the Madden Ultimate Team screen. So on the marketplace, on team, whatever it is, just click the pause button right here, and that's going to take you to your game options. And there's a couple options in here that I want to make sure you have optimized. Number one, coin toss first choice, set this to kick. What this will do is it will ensure you're kicking the ball off first. There's a reason why every single NFL team kicks the ball off first. It increases your probability of winning the game, and by changing this to kick, that will literally win you more games when you're playing online. Now, beyond that, if there's any other settings you want to adjust, you absolutely can. Accelerated clock will help you right here if you're playing your solo challenges where you got to choose some clock out, or you're playing solo battles or solo seasons. Accelerated clock on is probably what you're going to want to do. Default star difficulty doesn't really matter a ton right here. All that's going to do is set all your solo challenges to max star difficulty. If you have it on, I've got it on off. I just make the selection myself. If there's anything else you guys want to change right here that's been annoying you while you're playing online, be sure you go through and check this menu and make some adjustments, because that's kind of where you're going to find everything that's important while you're playing online. Tip number 4, let's talk about mud.gg really quickly. I know a lot of people know about this website. It's awesome. It's very helpful when it comes to finding players, filtering down by position, but let's talk about the ability filter, because as a lot of people know, getting discounted abilities is kind of the name of the game right now when it comes to getting your players, and I want to make sure you guys are going through and figuring out which cards are going to get discounted abilities. Mud.gg will literally show you that. If I want to go through and find a player with mid-zone KO as an example that's discounted down to 2 AP or 1 AP, whatever the number may be, I can put this filter in mud.gg and it will show me every single card that's going to get mid-zone for 2 as an example. Now, if I want to set that to 1 AP, I can do that as well. This is going to be very, very effective when it comes to team building. It's going to help you guys out a ton when it comes to figuring out, okay, I know I want this card, but can he get the abilities that I need? And you can actually go on over to mut.gg and figure those things out before you go through and buy your player. That to me is a very, very important thing to do. And honestly, this is probably going to be more important for defenders because you're probably more concerned with your abilities on defense than offense. For me, I'm really just running abilities on my quarterback on offense, but on defense, we want to get deep out zone KOs. We want to go through and get mid zone KOs, deep out zone KO. Let's say we want to find some cards that get that for 2 AP. It's only Rasul Douglas, but as that changes in the future, this website is going to be a great tool for you. If you want to get flat zone KO, if you want to get pick artists for 1 AP, there's a lot of stuff you can do on this site, which is going to help you out a ton when it comes to finding the cards that you want to add to your team. And this little ability filter right here, I'm telling you, it's going to help you out a ton. It's going to make you a better MUT player. Now, those are 4 kind of unknown / overlooked tips and tricks in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. Hit that red subscribe button for more content. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.